Another maxim in Sharia is la dar, from the hadith, la darar wa la dirar, don't harm, don't reciprocate harm. The maxim is ad-darar yuzal, that harm must be eliminated. As human beings, we should remove harm wherever we find. Harm to animals, there's so many hadith on avoiding harm to animals. So much so that during Hajj, you're not allowed to cut down trees. You're not allowed to harm animals. As much as possible, that's an ideal we should try and live with, wherever we can. Only harm what you need to eat, what you need for your survival. Another maxim is, al-mashakka tajlibu taysir, that hardship, suffering, constraint calls for facilitation, that we should be victim-centric. We should be concerned about victims of suffering. We should be concerned about victims of the environment, not just among humans, but also among other species. As we said, their destiny is very much tied to ours because Allah has roped this planet together. It's full of cycles: the nitrogen cycle, the hydrogen cycle, the carbon cycle, the organic cycle, the water cycle. Everything is in cycles. These cycles make sure things are protected. This planet behaves like a living organism. It is warm-blooded. It's able in this empty space to maintain a stable body temperature, though its temperature is rising. It has a stream of communication that sends pollination through winds. The winds also carry dust to places that need nutrients. Dust is just nutrients. Water carries nutrients. The wind and the water erode mountains, turning it into stones, turning it into sand. Weathering is what produces the soil that is supposed to be the food for the plants that are the storage of our food. Ultimately, every food you are eating at one time was a stone. Everything you eat at one time was sand. It became dust. It became soil. And the winds continue to spread these around. The rivers carry these things downstream. And so farmers, every time, they never needed fertilizer. They just used the floodplains. The alluvial soil deposited by the floods was enough nutrition, was enough fertilizer. Of course, we started building dams on these rivers, which created their own problems while we were trying to solve others.